Oh, Jesus. There it is, it popped up. Fuck. That's so hilarious, because I've never even seen you before. If you've been here for the entire 53 minutes, then that's not on me, man. Why didn't you comment earlier? Although judging by the fact that I've never seen you before, I'm gonna guess you just got here, so shouldn't really matter. Jeez, I'm gonna have to cut all this shit out, like, after it's uploaded. I'm pretty sure I can edit live streams Every time I finish a live stream, they give me the option to edit it, and I never do. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do that. Let's cut off this like first hour. Yep. Well, normally people show up a lot sooner, but I don't know what it is. Bad day, bad time. I don't know, but people didn't show up for a long time. And then when they started showing up, I have 2 dogs and a cat, and they just start making tons of noise and want to go outside and shit. That's when people start showing up in mass, is when I actually can't start. And then when I'm ready to start, nobody's there anymore. They just fucking left. I gotta literally type in like, alright guys, I'm finally ready to start, and then everyone's like, gone. Like, oh, thanks. Like, shit. It just drives me fucking crazy. It's like, it's totally fucking sapped all of my motivation for this video. Should've just did a game stream. Which I'm gonna do anyway. After this stream, I'm gonna do a game stream. I need a beer. Alright. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to cut all this bullshit out, but I guess I'll officially start it right now. Hopefully when it gets uploaded after this, there won't be any of that giant standby waiting time. And it'll just start right here. Yep. So, I haven't done any kind of Japan news in a while. I don't know, nothing really to talk about. Except Corona. But, I mean, I don't want to talk about Corona because that's the only thing anyone ever fucking talks about. So, I'm only talking about this because it's local in my area. And I'm gonna crack open a beer now. Some Asahi. Clink. And boy, do I need that. Yeah. So 2 stories happened. What's wrong with my light there? 2 pretty big local stories. I live in Fukuoka City. I guess I'll talk about the more serious one first. I know the gist of what happened, but I want to make sure I have this article here just in case I get any of the facts wrong. I mean, I'm sure I can have more details, but I don't want to get too detailed into it. So, there was like a hostage situation in my city, and it's a pretty big city, but like it was actually really close to me. Like, I'd say maybe a 10-minute bicycle ride if I go there by bike. So basically, my closest train station. There's a train station called Ohashi Station, and that's my nearest train station. And so basically there was this guy, he was, I believe, 35, yes, 35, and he got fired from this restaurant near the train station. And this is a place I go to regularly for the past few years. Not the restaurant itself, but that train station in that general area. So this is pretty close to home. And basically this guy was fired a few days ago, and yeah, as you can imagine, being fired at a time like this is not good, but it doesn't excuse what he did. And I saw a lot of comments saying, oh, it must be the COVID stress, you know, people are stressed out because of the, you know, coronavirus. Like, no, this is pretty typical Japan. People getting fired from their job and then trying to assault their employer or fellow employees or even kill. So yeah, this guy, he comes back, and I also saw a lot of comments. A lot of people seem to be confused about this, so I guess I'm going to set this straight. A lot of businesses in Japan are connected to a house. Like, they'll have a building, like the business, like maybe it's a restaurant or whatever. Not always a restaurant, but oftentimes a restaurant. And they'll have the business on the ground floor, and then they'll have like an apartment or a house that's connected to it on top. And usually they'll have like maybe a separate entrance to that, or maybe stairs, like a door and stairs that go up from the inside. So you'll have the residence above and the business below, like a family-run business, and they happen to also live there. So that's very common. It's actually kind of cool. But in this situation, it's not a good thing, because when your business takes a turn for the negative and it gets your family involved, because your family lives so close to your business, they're literally right there. So anyways, back to the story. So now there's some context there. So basically, this 35-year-old man, he comes in with a knife and he assaulted the 36-year-old father, the guy who owned the restaurant. And then he took the man's 3-year-old and 6-year-old daughter hostage with a knife, 8:30 in the morning. And it doesn't say here in the article, but from what I was told, it was a good, I think, at least 6 hours of a standoff. And he was in the building. He wouldn't come out. And of course, they're not going to go in there. Yeah, so it is a pretty dangerous situation. I couldn't believe that it was actually happening like so close to where I live. Like, I hear about this stuff all the time. Like, people say like, oh, Japan is so safe. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're a foreigner, you know, because nobody really gives a shit about bothering foreigners. But for Japanese people, I mean, not so much. A lot of stuff gets swept under the rug. And stuff like this has nothing to do with coronavirus or the economy. This is like normal, everyday Japan stuff, like all over the place. And there's far more gruesome crimes than this. But I was just so surprised because it's happening so close. It's almost in my backyard. So yeah, he took the 3-year-old and 6-year-old hostage with a knife. And I originally thought it was outside. Like, I was told it was a standoff. So I thought, I mean, I guess technically it is. But I thought it was outside, you know. Police, like, I guess, like, cut off the area so people can't go in that area. Like, they blocked it off, that general area, like the station area. I assumed it was outside, and I was wondering, like, why don't they just shoot the fucking guy? I mean, it's a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, so the chances of hitting them with the gun, with the bullet, is a lot less likely than if it's an adult hostage, because they're a lot smaller than the 35-year-old man, so chances are you could probably hit him, you know, from the chest up without worrying about it, if you're a trained police officer. But Japanese police officers are very hesitant about shooting people, because believe it or not, people in Japan would actually fucking complain about them actually going to that measure. Like, oh, you didn't have to shoot him, especially if he died. Like, people would actually get mad at the police. Like, Japanese logic, you know. I say he deserved to get shot. At the most, he's only going to get a few years in prison. But I say he deserved to get shot. He's a danger to society. And right there, something like that, even if he didn't kill them or harm them, doesn't matter. A person that's willing to do that, especially to a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old girl, like, that's disgusting. Like, in a world where I'd have my way, bam, right in the head, dead. I mean, the dude's not even worth rehabilitating, and that's just my take on that. Maybe it's a bit extreme for some people, but that's just how I see it. I know if it was my kids, if those are my kids, I'd want them dead. I wouldn't want them in prison. I'd want them dead. Yeah, so he eventually did. He eventually came out without the girls, and he turned himself in. That stuff usually happens. Yeah, so it's very normal for disgruntled former employees to go back to their workplace and assault people or stab people. But yeah, it was pretty extreme taking such young hostages by knife. That's the really shocking part. Yeah, I just couldn't believe that. Yeah, I don't think there's any other information on this. Yeah, so just it's pretty normal in Japan, like, you know. Let's look at the comments here. Are Japanese prisons about punishment or counseling and hope for reform? I don't really know. Hopefully I never find out personally. Especially as a foreigner. I know they're very light on sentencing though. Like, this guy probably... I mean, if they would have somehow managed to take him down without him turning himself in, he probably still would have gotten a pretty light sentence for what he did. But the fact that he turned himself in and didn't harm them, he'll probably get a few years in prison, which is completely fucking absurd. Like, there's so many rape cases in Japan, a ridiculous amount of rape in Japan, and oftentimes they'll get a very, very, very light sentence, and oftentimes not even go to prison at all. Like, they'll just pay off the family, you know, give them like pain and suffering money, which is just it's one of those things you don't know about until you come here and you start hearing about it way more. I don't know, man, people just don't realize there's so many things you don't realize until you actually move here, and then you start like actually seeing things as they are and not through any kind of like what's the word I'm looking for, like before you come here you're like, oh, Japan's so cool, it's so interesting, so safe. It's a lot of stuff just like, I don't know where these stereotypes come from. There's so many crazy stereotypes. Which brings me to the next one. This one's a little bit further away, but it's still in my city. It's about an hour away. Yeah, Fukuoka's a pretty big city, but it's about an hour away, but it's still in the same city. And this is something that happens a lot with elderly men in Japan. I've been saying this for years. Old people are assholes. Old people are selfish assholes. Like, I hate bringing up the Corona thing. Well, actually, this article is about Corona, sort of. It is and it isn't. Like, it's partly about Corona, but then I'm going to sort of talk about how it's not really about Corona, because it's something that happens, just like the previous story, it's something that happens a lot, even before the whole Corona hysteria. Like, so basically there's like a 69-year-old drunk. He was at a drugstore in, what was it, Sawada Ward, which is about an hour away from me. And so he went to some kind of discount drugstore. It's called Cosmos. And the cashier handed him change, I guess, in his hand, instead of leaving it in a tray, because usually they have like a little tray where you can put your money down and then they can put the change there. And yeah, let's see, he was 69 and the cashier was a 34-year-old woman. He was drunk at the time. This is 9 p.m. on a Sunday. What is today? Well, now it's 1 a.m. Wednesday, so this would have been 9 p.m. Sunday in Japan time. He bought a can of shochu, which is alcohol. It's an alcoholic drink. So he's already drunk, and then he comes in to buy more liquor from this drugstore. And she handed him change without the tray, and he became enraged and started yelling about the coronavirus. And then the store manager tries to calm him down, but then the 69-year-old drunk punched the manager in the face, and then of course the cashier called the police, and then he was arrested, and he was drunk at the time of the arrests. And it's very normal for old Japanese men to be drunk in public, which that's legal here. I've been drunk in public, but I don't go and assault people and yell angrily. I'm pretty chill. That's one cool thing about Japan. You can be drunk in public, and you can drink in public. But this is one of those major downsides to that. Yeah, so it's pretty normal for disgruntled employees to assault their coworkers or former employer, and it's very normal for elderly Japanese men, not even just drunk, but the drunk is just added fuel to it. Doesn't have to be drunk, because there's plenty of you can't just blame it all on alcohol, because there's plenty of old Japanese men who are very nasty towards customer service. Basically, there's a good reason why customer service in Japan, like, they're so polite and they try to be accommodating even to the assholes, because a lot of people will come back and try to fucking stab you. It's like there's like some serious unchecked mental illness in this country. So as normal as that is, this is also normal. The quotes, like they're not all the same, but there's a lot of like ridiculous like excuses for why people commit crimes. Like they'll say like, I was drunk and I do not recall the incident. Like I don't remember it. I don't remember what happened. Stuff like that. Or you know, guys like stealing things like women's underpants from their, you know, balcony clothesline. I like to collect things. Oh, you're not a bad person. You're just some weird collector. I don't know. So here was his quote to the police. I was angry because the cashier handed me back my change when corona cases are on the rise. She should have used the tray. So his answer was to punch the manager in the fucking face. Yeah, that's very normal. Very, very normal. The worst part is reading all the like Facebook comments. This is both of these was reported by Japan Today. Of course, I didn't find out about this stuff from Japan Today. I found out through other news sources before Japan Today picked it up. Yeah. And on YouTube, it was also on the homepage for breaking news. I mean, you wouldn't have seen it, but if you live in Japan, because of your, I guess, GPS location, YouTube would have that as breaking news. And it was so surreal seeing thumbnails with like Ohashi Station in the thumbnail and a bunch of like ambulances and police cars, and like they got these like blue tarp walls like blockading off the area. It was nuts. Yeah, so basically, yes, this is about the coronavirus in a way, but at the same, like, okay, for example, like the guy who got fired. You could say that he was extra stressed getting fired because jobs are hard to come by now and money is tight, the economy's taking a turn for the worse. So yeah, now is a particularly bad time to be getting fired and trying to find a new job. But let's be honest. From what my experience is in Japan, the coronavirus is just like added fuel to the fire. Probably would have acted the same way and done that. I don't know if he would have taken hostages, but I mean, you can't really make excuses for that. Chances are he probably would have did it the same way anyway. I mean, you can say like, oh, the added stress made him go to even more extreme measures than normal, but my opinion is I don't think so. I think this person was just mentally unstable. Yeah, and the same with the 69-year-old man. Yes, he was drunk, but there's many cases on a daily basis all over Japan of people who aren't drunk who are just fucking assholes. So yes, there is a bit of coronavirus in the story, you know, in both stories. But at the same time, I want everyone to know that that's not an excuse, because that's pretty typical in Japan. These sort of behaviors. Yeah, and that leads me to the other thing that's been really pissing me off is, like, there's a shortage of, like, you know, like face mask and hand sanitizers and toilet paper, tissues, cup noodles, stuff like that. Stuff that's like microwavable, or you can just boil water. Like, you know, easy to make food for in a time of, like, you know, the way things are right now. You need a lot of food, like quick, easy food to stock up on, so you don't have to do a lot of cooking. Stuff that doesn't spoil, because you want to stock up on food, and you don't want to be constantly going out shopping, because that's more of a risk. So you get lots of foods that don't perish. So there's actually tons of old people who just line up at the drugstores at like 5 in the morning every day to hoard all of the mask and sanitizer and the toilet paper. I've been saying it for years, man. Old people are selfish assholes, man. Yeah, man, they're not setting a good example, you know. They're just not setting a good example. Yeah. That's the thing that bothers me the most. The whole, like, quarantine thing. Like, everyone's so concerned about, like, so, like, lots of foreigners are, like, mad because Japan doesn't take, you know, lockdown seriously, you know. But the way I see it, like, these people that they're so concerned about are the ones who are being the most greedy, you know, in these times, you know, of need, you know. And honestly, instead of these young healthy people freaking out and locking themselves down and being judgmental of other people, it should be the elderly, the children, and people who have, you know, problems with their, like, immune system or respiratory problems. Those are the people who should be quarantining, and the people who are healthy, you know, yes, they can catch it, but more than likely they will definitely survive. Those are the people that should be helping the people who are at risk. You know, like, everyone's just fucking panicking and only thinking about themselves. Yeah. Like, I got people, like, getting mad at me because I still go outside, I still do stuff. It's like, I mean, not so much anymore, but, like, I'd say, like, a few weeks ago, I definitely went to a couple restaurants, was on some buses and trains. I did go to, like, a couple events, yeah, so I was probably out quite a bit more than most people would. Most people get pretty pissed about that, and they did. Very judgmental. And it's like, people are like, yeah, you might not catch it, but, you know, what about, like, I had some Japanese people getting mad at me, like, well, yeah, you might not catch it, or you might be okay catching it and you'll be fine, but what if you infect some of my friends or my family members? I was like, well, chances are I probably won't be directly infecting your family members anyway. If your family members or friends get infected by somebody, it probably won't be directly linked to me anyway. It'll probably be like, there'll be like a chain of infections that probably won't link back to me anyway. So I won't be directly responsible for that anyway. The chances of me being directly responsible for them catching it is very unlikely. It's like being struck by lightning. And also, if you're so worried about them, like, why don't those people stay indoors? Old people don't give a shit, man. They're the ones hoarding all this shit, but they don't quarantine themselves. I see old people out everywhere, every day. They don't give a shit. If they don't care about their own safety, why should I care? I don't know them. They're not my friends or family. If they don't care and they're out there acting like nothing's wrong, then well, I don't know, man. You know, just That shit drives me crazy. Like, people are fucking panicking. This is turning into a rant. It's no longer about, like, the news anymore. Now it's turning into another Corona rant. Fuck. I can't wait for this Corona shit to be over with and people stop talking about it. How many months do you think it's gonna take before people just... I mean, first we gotta wait until it's, like, actually dealt with. Like a vaccine and shit. People getting treatment. But I wonder how long after that will people stop talking about it and people finally forget about it. Might be a while. I don't know. I don't remember that well. Like SARS. I remember it being around. I don't remember how old I was. I'm 31 now. When the hell was SARS? I'm 31 now and I don't remember when SARS was a thing. Like, you know, and then like the swine flu and avian flu, SARS. Is that all different? Is SARS different from the bird flu? I don't remember. This was so long ago. But I don't remember this much panic back then. I really don't. I think this might be... I don't know, man. Are people just getting more stupid and more hysterical these days? I mean, they obviously are. I mean, look at the Trump derangement syndrome. I remember people hating Bush when I was a kid. People hated Bush. But, jeez. Holy shit. I remember people hating Bush. I remember people hating Obama. Damn, dude. Like, this Trump guy, man. People are fucking... Their panties are all up in a twist. It's like, dude. I'm just like, dude, he's just another lying scumbag politician. They're all pretty bad. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, man. People are more prone to panicking and I don't know, man. Getting very emotional. Earliest vaccination I'm hearing about comes out in September. Hope so. I'm supposed to get married in October. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, congratulations, man. SARS was 2003 and impacted a good chunk of Canada. Yeah. SARS came from China too, didn't it? Pretty much. Yeah, I believe so. Pretty much all comes from China, right? Pretty much. I mean, what all has come from China? Probably most of it, I think. Swine flu was back in 76 and then again in 2008. Oh, it came twice. I see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of this shit came from China. People get so mad when you talk about China like that. It's like, dude, what the fuck happened, dude? What the fuck happened? Like, it used to be cool to shit on China because it was they deserved it. Nowadays, man, you can't even, like, like, seriously, people got so mad when Trump called it the Chinese virus. It is a Chinese virus. That's where most of the viruses come from. Shit. Before it was called Corona, it was called the Wuhan virus. Like, what the fuck, dude? Because that's literally where it came from. People didn't get mad when they called it the Spanish flu. That's where it came from. I'm trying to think. What other flus or plagues or viruses came from a country and we named it after that country or city and people didn't get fucking mad about it? And now everybody's getting mad because they call it the Wuhan virus or the Chinese virus. It's like, dude, that's where it comes from. I'm trying to think of what the other viruses were. All I can think of is the Spanish flu right now. I'm sure there's other countries in the world where there's flus named after a city or a country. In 1976, they shared the needles for a vaccination. Swine flu across Canadian Armed Forces. Ew, that's gross, man. That's a mass lawsuit waiting to happen. Everyone got hepatitis. God damn, man, that's nasty. That's nasty as shit. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm pretty much done talking about the article. This is very unprofessional. Jeez. Who was I kidding? It was never gonna be good. I fucking like waited an hour to fucking start the live stream. Hopefully I can cut that. Yeah, hopefully when I finish the live stream, it'll give me the option to cut out that. Just cut it out of the video. That way when people click on the video later, it just starts with me talking. That'll be good. Liberal left-wing agenda. Liberal left-wing agenda. Conservative right-wing agenda. Everyone's got an agenda, Wayne. Everyone's got an agenda. Everyone's got an agenda. Everyone's got a plan. Yeah. Sorry you missed the story. I don't know, I just started ranting about China and shit, but that wasn't even the original title of the video. We were talking about some stuff that happened in my city. There was like a hostage situation at my nearest train station. Some guy got fired from his job and took a 3-year-old and 6-year-old girl hostage with a knife for like 6 hours, and eventually he let him go and turned himself in. They arrested him. Yeah, that was really close to my apartment. And then there was another story in my city where some drunk 69-year-old man punched some store manager in the face because a cashier woman gave him change back with her hands instead of using a tray, and he starts screaming about the coronavirus and shit. Yeah. That's the gist of it. There's more details, but that's the gist of it. Japanese guys doing crazy shit. And basically the story was, people think it's only about the corona thing, but really it's not, because there's plenty of cases of Japanese people getting fired from their jobs and then going back to the workplace and like stabbing somebody, or some old Japanese men who are very angry and they don't get the customer service that they demand, I guess, and then they assault somebody. So that happens a lot. Sounds like Detroit. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about it, I guess, and talk about the story. It just really pissed me off, because yeah, he turned himself in. The guy turned himself in and didn't harm the girls, but I know they're only going to give him a few years in prison. And honestly, if it were up to me, I would have just shot the guy. Japanese police they're total pussies. I would have just shot the guy. I would never make it as a police officer, because I would have just fucking filled the guy with holes. He's got like a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old with a knife. I don't care if he did let them go and he turned himself in, dude. If it's up to me, I'd be like, bam, bam, bam. Of course, I would get punished for that. I'd obviously be kicked off the police force, and I'd probably be charged with something. I don't know. I say that's real justice. Fucking bam. Except Detroit is less racist. Yeah, Japan's way more racist than people think it is. Not that accepting. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done talking about the story. The 2 stories. I'm done talking about the 2 stories. And the coronavirus in China. The only thing that comes to mind now is Kim Jong-un. Hopefully he's dead. Apparently he has surgery and he's got some kind of issues. Hopefully he's dead. Although it won't matter though, because apparently he has a child. I didn't know he had a child. I didn't know he was married. He's married and has a child. It's like, fuck, dude. When is America gonna get its shit together and give some good old freedom to North Korea. People always shit on America for like invading other countries and shit, but you know what? And I'm one of them. But you know what? This is a good time for America to be very typical America and just invade North Korea. All right. The only thing that's stopping them is like China. I don't know if Russia is. I think Russia might also be in the way because Russia kind of works with North Korea, I guess, with like trade and shit. I don't really know how much protection Russia gives North Korea, but I know China definitely protects North Korea from being invaded by literally everyone, because nobody wants North Korea around. They all want to fucking pop that fat asshole's head with a bullet. But now China's just like destroying the entire planet, and everyone's sick of China's shit. So I don't know. Maybe we'll kill two birds with one stone and invade North Korea and China someday. I hope in my lifetime I can see the fall of North Korea and China. It'd be nice. It'd be very nice. I'm okay with Russia though. They're just like our rivals or something. They're just our like long-time rivals. But like China, dude, China's gotta go. We gotta oust that fucking communist government. We gotta get rid of the Kim regime in North Korea. We gotta free all those slaves in North Korea and let them reunite with their South Korean counterparts. So it can be just one good Korea. There you go. Yep. The last 2 months I have really lost my faith in humanity. Welcome to the club. I don't think I ever had faith in humanity. I genuinely think that everyone's fucking terrible. Yeah. Well, we got some people here. I don't know who's watching, but we got some people here. And, yeah, I don't really know. I intended this to be like a short little live stream. Just talking about news and shit. And then I'm gonna jump over and do a separate live stream and play some video games, I guess. But first I need to finish this beer and then chug this one. I only have 2 beers tonight, so I don't think I'm gonna get very drunk. But maybe if I finish this and chug this real fast, I can get a nice buzz going on and start my game stream. Yeah, like I did the game stream yesterday, and I don't know how long it was. How long was my game stream? I have no idea. Let me check real quick. Oh shit, I lost a subscriber. What a dickhead. Somebody subscribed to me tonight, and in the same night I lost a sub. It's like, oh, that happens so much. I'll gain a couple subs, then lose a couple subs, gain a couple subs, lose a couple subs, and it takes a while for me to hit a new plateau and then actually break past it and keep going up. It's really annoying. So now I'm at 303. It says 304 on the screen, but it's 303 now. Although that might be a YouTube glitch. I'm not really sure. Let me check here real quick. Yeah, yesterday's stream was 6 hours long. For my Sims 4 stream, that was 6 hours long. And I forgot to save. And like I lost 3.5 hours of progress because I forgot to save, and my Sims died, and it's the most hilarious thing ever. I didn't even know this was possible. Basically, my Sims was in his house, and then I have him order a pizza, and the pizza girl comes. He takes the pizza, and then I make him flirt with the pizza girl. And then she invites herself in. I don't invite her in. She brings herself in, goes to my computer, starts messing on my computer, and then she falls asleep at my computer because it's real late at night. She falls asleep, a bunch of Z's above her head. And then my guy is really tired, super tired, and his bladder is about to burst. He pisses his pants. He wakes up in the middle of the night, pisses his pants, makes a huge puddle on the floor. Then he passes out, and falls down face first into his puddle of piss. Wakes up a little bit later. The girl in the pizza girl in the chair is still sleeping, and he's so embarrassed that he pissed himself in front of somebody that he dies of embarrassment. And I'm like, dude, okay, A, you're in your own house. B, the girl is sleeping, so just like mop. I'm like sitting there trying to mop it out. I'm making him mop up his own puddle, but he just like passes out again. And I'm just like, dude, just like mop it up and just quickly go take a shower or whatever. But he fucking dies of embarrassment. I didn't even know that was possible. And the Grim Reaper comes and takes him, and the game is over. I have to start a new game. I was like, no, I'm not starting a new game. So I load up my old save 3.5 hours earlier. So I lost 3.5 hours of progress, and I didn't want to redo all that on the next stream, which was what I'm going to do next. So I did it offline today. I rebuilt up his skills, like his levels, rebuilt up the stuff in his house, you know, like added onto his house, got his job promotion up to where it was. And I remember I left off where like he had like a little girlfriend or whatever, and he like banged her and shit. And now I have to redo that. But he hasn't got to the point where he's banging that chick from the gym. But now he's about to bang someone else. So what I did was I saved it and quit the game. And when I start the new live stream, it's gonna continue with that where he's like banging some other random chick. It's hilarious. It's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream now. Shit, I got 7 viewers. That's pretty good for me. I don't know who the fuck's watching. Two people are commenting, but only 7 people are watching, but only 2 people are commenting. So that's kind of weird. It happens all the time though. But yeah, hopefully the people that are watching are interested in checking out a Sims 4 gaming stream, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. I don't want to do it during this stream. I'm gonna have to cut this stream off and mess with my screen settings and shit and bring up the green screen. Right now I got this green screen. This is Fukuoka, by the way. This is my city. Part of it. This is the Tenjin district. It's like a really famous shopping / restaurant / entertainment district, and it's during Sakura season. Got like the Sakura trees, and that's a really unique building. I've seen it many times. It's a really cool building. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like. There you go. That's a really cool building right there. Yeah, I've seen that many times. And there's a river behind me. It's really cool. Is Sims multiplayer game? I don't know, actually. I have it on PS4 and I have it on PC. Right now I'm playing it on PS4. So I have no idea if it's multiplayer. I have seen rumors about a Sims 5, because Sims 4 came out in 2014. Like the first Sims came out in like 2000 or 2001. I think it was like 2000, the first Sims. And now they're on Sims 4, but it's been 6 years since Sims 4. So apparently sometime later this year or maybe next year, they're gonna have Sims 5. And apparently that one's gonna have online feature where... So I don't think Sims 4 is online. I don't think it is. It is in the sense that people can create characters and they can create houses and shit, and you can download their creations and use it for your own story. But I don't think there's like an online mode where you can visit other people's houses like that, like a MMO type thing. But I think Sims 5, when that eventually comes out, they'll have like an online feature where you can actually interact with people. That'd be cool. Let's crack open this. Oh yeah. Man, that sucks, man. Totally lost a subscriber. That's bullshit. Who the fuck unsubbed from me? What a bunch of dicks. Now I have to go in and change that myself because people are dicks. Yeah, this is You know, before I end this stream, and I go over to the game stream, let me make sure. Let me look at all these comments here. All right. I'm trying like hell. I am trying like hell. Today has been a bad day, as you can tell from the 50+ minute wait time to start this live stream, and god damn, how many people are watching? Shit. Yeah, like the 50+ minute wait time to start this live stream because of a lot of issues getting started, and yeah, like I'm getting a lot of watch time. A lot. You might not think it, but I'm getting a ton of watch time, and that's just because I live stream a lot. I'm active every day. If I'm not live streaming, then I upload something. I'll upload a video, but usually the uploaded videos that I edit don't really get that much attention. It's the live streams that get the most watch time. So most days I'm live streaming for quite a bit. I'm getting a lot of watch time, insane amounts. But the problem is I'm not getting new subscribers, not at a good rate. It's a very slow snail's pace. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't really know what I need to do to get more subs. As you can see from the top of my thing, my goal is to get 1,000 subs. I'd love to have 1,000 subs by the end of this year. That seems very unlikely. Shit. I don't know. I think in December I had like 200 subs. So I think I've gained like 100 subs since like December. I don't know. So it's just it's going very slowly. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck can I get 700 subs by the end of this year. There's like 8 months left in this year. I know I'll get enough watch time. It's very easy. All you gotta do is just keep uploading. Keep uploading, keep live streaming, and yeah, but like it's hard to get new people to do it. Like I don't know, like this is how I would describe it. There's people out there who have very catchy thumbnails and titles, and people will click on it and they'll subscribe, but then like maybe the content isn't as consistent or as entertaining, and they'll be forgotten about, and they'll have lots of subscribers but not enough watch time. My thing is the opposite of that, where like I'll have, hey Lucas, thanks for joining. Oh, the music is high. Finally, someone tells me. Let me see if I can turn that down then. Alright, I'll turn it down. Yeah, no one fucking tells me anything. Lucas saving the day. That's terrible. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it's not like so loud that no one can hear me this whole damn time. That really upsets me. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You guys let me talking for like an hour almost. I've been sitting here telling a news story, like some serious Japan news stories, and no one tells me, hey, the music's a bit too loud. They wait. Yeah, Lucas comes in, saves the day. Although I wish Lucas would have came in earlier. Lucas will tell me the truth. There's no one noticed how loud. I don't know how loud the music is. I have no idea. Let me check on my phone. Some serious Japan news stories. I have no idea. No one tells me, hey, without the girls. Well, I guess it was not too loud. I don't know. It was okay. Yeah, I guess it was okay. I scrolled back a little bit during the live stream. I guess it wasn't too bad. Yeah, what the fuck was I talking about? I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. I was talking about something. Fuck. What the fuck was I talking about? Help me out, guys. Alright, the watch time thing. It wasn't that bad. It was like being in public. Yeah. Well, I just don't want it to distract. I mean, it's nice to have little background music, but I don't want it to, like, distract too much. Obviously, I want you to hear what I'm saying. Yeah, like, but, like, I'm not able to get a lot of views, but I'm getting a lot of watch time. And the thing is, like, I think it's really hard. It's hard to get everyone. It's hard to get people to click on my videos. But my experience is the people who do click on my videos, for whatever reason that is, they tend to like my content. The people who do decide to click on it. Like, most people don't click on my thumbnails or my titles or whatever. Like, they look at my title, look at my thumbnail, and it's not, I guess it's not catching their attention. But the people who do decide for whatever reason to watch my stuff, they end up sticking around for a long time, and that's where most of my watch time comes from. But unfortunately, if I ever hope to have like mobile live streaming, so I can live stream in public, or a community tab, or super chat, monetization, that kind of shit, yeah, like, I'm gonna have to get a lot more subscribers, and I don't know how to do it. I really don't. I don't know what's missing. I feel like something is missing, and it's just like, it's right in front of me, and I'm just like, all this time I'm not seeing it. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I just haven't found the right demographic. I haven't found my thing, my niche. I don't know though, like, it's hard because, like, I don't want to do just one thing. I don't want to be known for just one thing. So, like, I have a variety of different interests, and I make all of them present on my videos. I don't know. Some people like to have channels that they're subscribed to where it has a specific singular focus, and I've had some people tell me that they like that I do different things, you know, that I try different things, and I don't always do the same type of content. I try to mix it up. So I don't know, there's just different types of people. So I don't know, it's weird. You would think after 3.5 years that I'd have like at least 1,000 subs. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, Facebook is a no-go. People just say, like, oh, just share your shit on Facebook. Yeah, no one gives a shit on Facebook. Most of my Facebook friends don't actually give a shit about me. I used to share my videos on Facebook. Every video, I used to share them on Facebook and ask people to share it and subscribe. Most people don't care. They would care. They would care if I was actually YouTube famous. Like, if I had a lot of subscribers and was making money and shit, then I would have a bunch of people like trying to get attention from me and shit, and they would actually pay attention to me. But because people don't want to be supportive unless you're already successful. And it's like, that's the thing. Like, they could be supportive when you're not successful and help you become successful, and then they can be like, yeah, like, I helped him get there. I knew him back then when he wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really hard, man. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, it's not really hard. Just share a video. Just share it. Just share it. Just subscribe. Like, it doesn't cost any money. It doesn't take up any of your time, really. A few seconds. It doesn't take up, like, storage space on your computer. You just subscribe. It's just a number. Like, it would really help me a lot, you know? I don't know. Maybe weekly specials. Yeah, I've thought about that. I don't know. I'm getting to the point. Originally, I wanted to do, like, a weekly schedule where I did one different thing each day. But back then, I didn't have a lot of content. to spread out, to have daily content. But nowadays with live streaming, I can really make that a reality, because now I can live stream most days. Yeah, and I think I might have enough different things to have a weekly schedule. There we go. Like, I don't even know what it is that I have. What is it that I have? I have my regular sit down drinking videos. I drink, I rant about some random topics. I mean, I don't know. Is that something you just do once a week? You do a sit down and you talk about different news articles or different social events, like issues and stuff like that, and I give my opinions on it and stuff, and chat with people about their opinions. Is that something you do once a week, or is that something you do twice a week? I mean, there's 7 days in a week. I want to be active every day. I've been active on YouTube every day since last July 1st. I haven't missed a single day. And I only started live streaming late January. So before that, I had to like come up with actual videos that I had to like shoot and edit. And it was a pain in the ass. And now with live streaming, I feel like it opens up a lot more variety of things that I can do. Yeah, without having to worry about sinking a shitload of time into editing and planning stuff. I can just have something and just go live with it. So like, yeah, I have my normal like sit down and drinking and talking about stuff. That's a thing. I got game streams. That's another thing. I recently started doing karaoke. I don't know, like it was like an idea. I was doing a game stream and people were like, we were talking about karaoke, and people were like, oh, you should do karaoke live. And it's something I always wanted to do, but I just never did it. And then someone was like, yeah, you should do that. So then I started a new stream, and it was only supposed to be an hour long, but it ended up being 4 hours. And I got an incredible amount of watch time, a lot of comments, people requesting songs, and I was just drunk doing karaoke on my microphone and playing music on YouTube. I know it sounded like shit, but people were entertained by that, so I don't know. That's like 3 things right there. If you like Johnny in Japan, then you'll love crispy casuals. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, so like game streams, karaoke, news type stuff, ranting about stuff drunk. Most of it's all drunk stuff. I don't know, man, like, I don't know. I have an insane amount of things, too. Like, I like to collect things. I have an entire closet filled with bags of boxes of, like, action figures that I've never unboxed because I don't have shelving. I collect a lot of stuff. I collect a lot of, like, anime figures. And retro video games and shit like that. And I have tons of stuff boxed up or bagged up from different like thrift stores where you can collect stuff. So much of that stuff. It's like maybe I should start showing shit like that off. I see you put a link here, but I can't click on it. I can't click on the link. I'd have to like copy and paste it, I guess. Damn, I'm surprised YouTube actually let you put that in there. That's crazy. I can't copy and paste it there. I'm in Streamlabs OBS. I have to like go into YouTube and copy paste that. But oh shit. Shit. Let's copy and paste that. Here we go. I don't know what that's supposed to go towards. Oh, okay. You gotta copy and paste. You put a space between YouTube and dot. I think that's why it let you do it. Very clever. As normal, I think the spam would normally take that away. It would be considered spam. Okay, here we go. Crispy casuals. Who the fuck is this? I don't know who this is. I have no idea. Damn. It's a fairly new channel. Doesn't have a lot of content. See, the thing about YouTube is, man, you can't upload once a month. You can't upload once or twice a month. You gotta upload almost every day. Yeah, big time. Yes. You gotta upload insane amounts. You're basically just spamming the hell out of it. Spamming the hell out of YouTube. That's how you get attention. I like the... Oh yeah, did you saw the retro game stuff? Yeah, like I remember I showed videos of that shit. And that's stuff that I made like actual like videos for. And that was back when I wasn't doing any live streams. And now I wish I would have like did live streams back then. If I would have did live streams last year, I'd be so much further along. So much further along. How many people we got in here? What? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We got a lot of looky-loos. I call them looky-loos. Just some random people watching. Yeah, it's always weird. Like there's always more people watching than there are commenting, and you always wonder like who the fuck is watching? Who are they? Why aren't they commenting? They should say hello. They should say hi. Say hello, people. You could review new or small YouTube channels. Wayne, I am a small YouTube channel. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a small YouTube channel. I can't even get double digits, man. I mean, I can, but not right now. Like, shit, I'm at 8 viewers, man. Like, I'm not even at double digits yet. Sometimes I get double digits. I think the most I ever got was 12. Most I ever got was 12 viewers. I like to like, I don't know, I'll talk shit about other channels. I'd rather talk shit about channels that are big. Oof. Ooh. Jesus Christ. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, how many people we got watching here? That's crazy. It's the CIA and NHK. Am I missing something? I think I missed a joke or something. I missed a joke somewhere. Man. It's so weird. There's like more people coming in. Now it says 9 people watching. People come in and they're like, what's this thing about some kind of hostage situation in Japan? And I'm not even talking about it. I'm just talking about random shit, drunk. And they're just like, what the fuck? This is clickbait. It's not clickbait, guys. You guys missed the news. You guys missed the news like an hour ago. Man, I need to drink this faster. Fuck. Ugh. I drank that too fast. I think one day you'll have over 100 viewers live, and then you won't be able to read chat. That sounds amazing. I would literally freak out. That would be crazy. I know in like a broader sense that's not very much, but for me that would be like insane. Insane. It's so weird. You wouldn't know that I have 300 subscribers. Only super chat. I would try to read everything. But yeah, the super chat definitely does stand out with the colors and stuff. Hi, Cartoony. Oh, that's right. You want to be called James. Hi, James. Thanks for joining. Sorry you missed the news portion of this video. I guess you'll have to go back and rewatch this video when I upload it. It's always the same people chatting. Yeah, it is weird. Like, I don't want anyone to think I'm like slighting them. I'm not trying to insult. I'm not trying to insult anyone. But I do need a lot more subscribers because I realized that that's the only way I'm gonna get any real success on here and make something very serious out of this. Because a lot of people that are watching me now, like, they can't watch me all the time. I need a lot more variety of people. That way when I go live, I don't have to wait 50 minutes for people to join and watch. Which that's a very rare thing. Usually it takes a little bit of time to get people to join, like 10, 15, 20 minutes. But like 50 minutes, I was like, oh, this is a bad time and day. This is bad. I don't know. It was bad. But yeah, like, I can't rely on the same core group of people to always be there for every single stream. So yeah, I do need a lot more subscribers, a lot more variety of people. That way whenever I stream, there's always people there. You know, I need people from like all over the world, you know. Q&A with Johnny. They can ask the questions, but I won't answer all of them. If I ever did a Q&A or Ask Me Anything, it would have a disclaimer that says, I might not answer most of your questions. I might just ignore it. Oh, man. Can you give a quick summary of the news? Ah, damn. See, I already told the news story, and then I gave already a summary of it. Now I'm giving a second summary of it. All right, how do I make this even more summarized within 1 minute? All right, so I live in Fukuoka City, and there was some 35-year-old guy who got fired from a restaurant job at my nearest train station, very close to where I live, and he comes back a few days later, and he assaults the 36-year-old owner of it, and takes his 3-year-old and 6-year-old daughter hostage with a knife. And it's like a 6-hour standoff with the police. Eventually he comes out of the building without the girls. He didn't harm them, and he turns himself in and gets arrested. Yeah. And my opinion on that is they should have fucking shot him in the face. Forget the few years in jail he gets. They'll probably give him a few years in jail, because Japanese legal system is very, very lenient on that kind of stuff. They're very strict on marijuana, but they don't care about fucking rape and fucking assault. Yeah, I would have shot him in the fucking face. 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, that's disgusting. How can you fucking take them hostage with a knife? That's terrible. And then there was another story that was in my city, a little bit further away, but still in my city, of a 69-year-old drunk man assaulting a drugstore manager because a 34-year-old cashier woman gave him his change back in hand instead of in a tray, because he started screaming about, oh, coronavirus, blah blah blah, and he punched the manager in the face and was arrested. And also he was drunk and he was there to buy more alcohol, and they shouldn't have served him because he was clearly a dipshit. But anyways, basically the summary of that was, it's not just the coronavirus, you know, like the reason the guy got fired probably because business is so bad because of the corona thing. But honestly, Japanese people oftentimes go back to their former employers and assault somebody, because that's what people do. They just go back into their old workplace and stab somebody out of being disgruntled and reject it. And a lot of old Japanese men are very much assholes to customer service people, and if they feel like they've been disrespected in any way, they'll come back and fucking stab somebody. Seriously. Japan is not safe for Japanese people. It's safe for foreigners because no one cares about me. No one's gonna fuck with me. Alright? I like to see them try anyway. They get fucked up. Alright, but like Japanese people are very non-confrontational and they don't like to get into fights with people. So yeah, old Japanese people take advantage of that because they don't give a shit because they're old and selfish. And they will come and fucking stab somebody if they feel disrespected or like they're not getting what they're wanting. Yeah. That dude's resume is not going to be very good. No. It's certainly not. Ooh. Alright. That's 2 beers down. I don't have any more beers. Damn it. Hopefully that hits me a little bit soon. Because I need to feel a little bit of buzz. Because I definitely want to do a live stream after this. After this stream ends. Which I didn't intend it to be this long, but I'm still going for some reason. I'd like to do a gaming stream for The Sims. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn on my PlayStation. Man, I got a lot of gas. Yeah, what the fuck was I talking about before all this? Oh yeah, I was talking about how hard, like, the schedule shit, like I'm getting a shitload of watch time, but it's really hard for me to get subscribers. So like, the thing I constantly harp on, like, every video, like, it's like the most important thing. Sharing the videos. Sharing it. Sharing is caring. Man, like I need a lot more subscribers, man, because it's really a bummer, like when you start a live stream and you're just like waiting around for like an hour for people to join. Like, yeah, man, I'd love to have a large community of people. That would be really cool. So like, you know, if everyone could like share my videos or my channel link with some of their friends or family members and see if they will subscribe. Yeah. I mean, I realize that people can't watch all of my videos, but if there are people out there, you know, like friends or family who would be willing to subscribe, that would be very helpful. Very, very helpful. I mean, I'll get the watch time. The watch time is pretty easy because I'm just grinding. I'm just grinding out these like almost daily live streams. And if I don't live stream on a day, I will upload something. So like, so yeah, like I gotta figure out how to get fucking 700 subs by the end of this year. That's my goal. And honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna do it organically with like just uploading every day. Like I'm definitely gonna need like help from the outside. Like it's like a tree branch, you know. Like there's only so much I can do on my own. Like, you know, I'm just grinding, uploading or live streaming every day. So like that's like, man, that would be really helpful. Like the more people who branch out and share my videos or find friends or family who would like my content, maybe it'd just be like a tree branch, lots of branches. Yeah, because I certainly as hell can't do it all on my own. No way. I have no idea how to make a viral video either. I have no idea. What does it say here? Yeah, I did lose all my progress in Sim 4. Yeah, I lost like 3.5 hours. But I did offline, like not on a live stream. I did because I didn't want to have to like redo all this stuff on a live stream, because then people who had already seen me do all that stuff would have to rewatch me do the same thing. So I did all that stuff off camera and got back to the point where I was on the live stream. So I'm back to where I was. I'm good now. Yeah, I remember to save now. That was a horrible thing. I freaked the fuck out when my character died, and the autosave was him dying. And the last manual save was 3.5 hours before that. I'm like, shit. Like, I was so pissed off, man. Let's see here. It says your last job, you held your last employer's family with a knife. I don't think you're Starbucks material. Yeah. It'll be like Jonestown except with Johnny. Man, I feel like I'm missing a lot of this stuff. Like, this stuff's going over my head. A lot of these jokes are going over my head. Definitely Benihana. We don't want him with a knife, though. Can't trust that guy with a knife. I would help as much as I can, animate and edit kind of a bit. I would need time, but I don't have the equipment. But if I could, I would love to help. Hey man, the only thing I ever ask is if you can share my videos on your social media, your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Discord, anything, really anything. Share them with any of your friends, family members, anybody who might want to subscribe to me. There's a lot of little things that people can do, like, that would totally help. Because honestly, I'm just like, I'm out of ideas. I don't know what to do. Like, it's so easy to get a watch time, but like, man, getting people to act, it's so weird. Like, you would think it'd be easy to get people to sub to you. Like, people would subscribe, like, oh, well, that seems like a cool video. I like this video. Subscribe. And then they forget about that person. They completely forget about them forever. You know, but like, it seems like I'm able to get a lot of watch time. Like, people will be watching a lot of my videos. Like, hours and hours and hours of my videos. But then, like, there are people not subscribing. I wonder how many people are watching my videos and don't even subscribe. Like, there's analytics for it. Like, I could look it up. Yeah, like it says right here, in the last month, 56.7% of my watch time comes from subscribers, and 43.3% comes from people who aren't even subscribed to me. That's a lot, and that's a big number. So 43% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. It's like, oof, I gotta really close that gap. At least a majority of people who watch me are actually subscribed. But it's not a huge majority. It's like half. It's a little more than half. So like, it's really hard, man. Like, I don't know, a lot of people are watching my videos, but I'm just not gaining the subs at a fast enough rate. You're gaining subscribers, you have 300 subs, and they can get better. Yeah, but you gotta look at where I started. I opened this channel 3.5 years ago. It was like late August 2016. So yeah, it was late August 2016. And when you look at it that way, 300 is really bad. And the worst part is like, I feel like a lot of the I mean, obviously it's not I feel like, it's very obvious. Like, out of the 300 subscribers I got, it seems like only like maybe 20 people are active. Like, I mean, it would be amazing if I had like active subscribers, but I think a lot of people that subscribe to me forgot about me. You know, or maybe they made new accounts and their accounts are inactive or whatever. Yeah. My subscriber count is already very, very low. And not only is it very low, but it's not even reflective of like what I'm actually getting. Like 300 is already very low, but I'm not even getting 300 active subscribers. It's more like 20 maybe, if I'm lucky. I think maybe it's 20. That's just me guessing. And a lot of people live in different time zones and they can't watch all of my videos on a consistent basis. So it would be nice if I had 300 active viewers, because then that's more of a chance that when I start a live stream or something that people are there always. Like, I would love it. I would love it if I started a live stream and literally, boom, right there. As soon as I start the live stream, there's already people in the double digits waiting for me to start. But like, usually it's like, I'll be waiting like 20, 30 minutes for people to join. I'm just like, oh, it's so embarrassing. It's so awkward. I remember those 5 subscriber days. Do you really? Oh man. I remember that. It was hard. It sucked, man. Like, all the big YouTuber channels that try to give you advice on how to get your first 100 subs, they're like, how to get your first 100 subs? It's easy. Just post your channel link on your Facebook and get your Facebook friends to subscribe to you. You get 100 subscribers in like a day. Wrong. Most people on Facebook are very selfish. They don't give two shits. Like, they'll send you links to like their Facebook pages or to subscribe to their YouTube channel, you know, or support their cause or their hobby or whatever. But then when it comes time to like subscribe to your channel, they just totally ignore your messages or ignore your posts. I'm just like, what the fuck? It's like, come on, I supported your thing and they don't do the same for me. So like, most of the people, I think 95% of the people on my Facebook friends list don't give two shits about my YouTube channel. And I used to post on there a lot. And I just gave up. I stopped posting on Facebook because it was just embarrassing. Because no one ever cared. It was terrible. Oh, it was so bad. And then they were like, how to get a first 1,000 subscribers. Like, motherfucker, I can't even get 100, man. Oh man, it's like you gotta get your friends and family to subscribe to get your first 100. It's like, it's like, dude, I can't even get my family members to subscribe to me. What makes you think I can get Facebook friends to sub? That's crazy. Oh man, like maybe I might get a few, but like most of them are just like, who gives a shit. Like, yeah, I haven't done any collabs. Nobody wants to do a collab with me. I don't blame them either. Yeah, maybe I might get lucky and get a viral video. In order for me to get a viral video, I'd probably have to do something really stupid or illegal, embarrassing, or something that would get people to really be angry at me. And I know how to do all those things. I could totally make some viral videos that would piss people off. But I wouldn't make any viral videos that would be positive or like people would actually be happy about it. Yeah, I want to play online games, but I don't know if I can. Like, I try to explain this to people and I don't think they understand because they're not in my room and they don't know what the setup looks like. Alright, so basically PS4 is garbage. When it comes to using Elgato capture card. PS4 is really bad about this. I'm gonna try to explain this, but I'm a little drunk, so I'm gonna try to explain this. Okay. Alright, let me try to explain this in a way that I understand because I'm drunk. So this is my controller right here. There's the headphone jack. So I can't play my PS4 on my TV, like the volume on my TV. I have to mute it because then you'll hear. You're already hearing the internal sound on the Elgato capture card. You're hearing the internal sound. So you don't want to hear the sound from my TV playing through my microphone, because then you'll be hearing the same sound twice, and it'll just sound like a big fucking mess of garbage. So I gotta plug in my headphones right here. And in here, I can hear the game audio and the party chat if I go live. Like, if I go online, I can hear party chat. The problem is, with Streamlabs OBS, which is what I'm using, if anybody wants to know, this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So, that's what that looks like. Streamlabs OBS. With this, let me change that. With this, if I plug this in, I'll be able to hear the audio from the game and the party chat. But for some reason with Streamlabs OBS, you won't be able to hear the game audio. You'll be able to see the game, but you won't be able to hear the game. I'll be able to hear it with Streamlabs. So what I have to do is take that out. And I have a long cable that goes... Oops. Throw my beer cans down there. I have this long cable that goes from the headphone jack in the back of my television. Or, well, it's a large ass computer monitor. It's like 27 inches. And it's got like this sort of extension. Now I can hear my television. I don't have to hear it through the television. I can hear it through headphones, because this is plugged into my headphone jack of my TV. So I can hear it through here, and you don't have to hear it from my TV, but you can still hear the internal audio. If I plug it into my controller, I'll be able to hear it, but you won't be able to hear it. The only way for me to hear it and you to hear it is for me to hear it through my television, and then you're hearing it through internal audio from the capture card, from the system, from the PlayStation 4. The problem is, I'm pretty sure you have to have this connected for me to hear party chat. If I have it connected to the TV, I can't hear party chat. Like, if I play online with people, I cannot hear the party chat if I have it through my TV. I can only hear party chat if it's through here. But if it's through here, it'll be muted for you guys, and you won't be able to hear the internal game audio or the party chat. So basically, I have no idea how to play online. I can play online, I can stream online play, but if I stream online play, I either do this, and I can hear the party chat with people I'm playing with online, but then you won't hear any audio. Or, I play it through here, and I can hear the game audio, and you can hear the game audio, but nobody, me, not you, nobody hears the party chat from people that I'm playing with online. I have no idea how to fucking work around this. This is why I have not played GTA Online. This is the only reason I have not played GTA Online. Originally, I spent over $20 fucking dollars, probably 20 something dollars on this splitter. And the other end of this connects to the input headphone jack of my Elgato capture card. And that works on open broadcast system or software or whatever. So you can hear the internal game audio and the party chat. Everything I hear in my ears, whether it's the game or the party chat, you can hear as well. But for some reason with Streamlabs OBS, which is a far superior software for streaming, the downside is if I use this and I plug it into the Elgato capture card, and then I have this like plugged into my shit right here, doesn't work. It mutes it. It mutes it in my Elgato. It mutes it in the Streamlabs. So basically I've had to fucking use this overpriced splitter as just basically a giant extension cord, so I can hear it in my headphones and you hear it internally. It's a fucking mess. It's a huge fucking mess. As you can imagine, it's made me very, very angry because I would love to play online. I'd love to play GTA Online. And I probably could, but the problem is you would not be able to hear the party chat. Now, if this is something no one cares about, if my subscribers do not give a shit about hearing other people in the game, like if I'm playing online in some kind of crew, like if I'm playing a GTA Online and we're doing a heist mission and I'm playing with other players, if you guys don't care about hearing their voices and what they're saying to me, then I can do it. But for some reason that fucking bothers me. Maybe it's my OCD, but I'm just like, no, dude, if I can't figure out how to make it all work properly 100%, then I don't want to do it at all. I'm very weird like that. Like, I just don't want to do it unless I can figure out how to do it 100% correctly. I can do it in a way where I can play online. You can see the online play. You can hear me through the you can hear the internal audio from the game. You can hear me talking through the microphone. But you won't be able to hear what people are saying to me in here online. And not only that, but I haven't tested it out. I don't think if I have this just plugged into my TV, I can hear the game audio, but I don't think I can hear the chat audio. I think I have to have this plugged into here to hear party chat. I think I have it plugged in directly into the controller so I can hear party chat, so I can actually communicate with my teammates and play with them. And also, so if I have it plugged in directly in my TV, I think I can't hear party chat, people talking to me, and I can't use the inbuilt microphone to directly talk with my team. So basically, if I want to play, if I was not doing a live stream, if I was not a live streamer and I was just playing for fun, I mean, I'm playing for fun anyway, but if I was just playing for non-streaming reasons, I can just plug this in. I can hear my party chat, and I can speak to them with the mic. They can hear me, I can hear them, that'd be fine. But because I'm live streaming and I'm using Streamlabs OBS, plugging into this mutes the internal game audio for you guys. You won't be able to hear any audio at all. It'd be just muted gameplay. But if I plug it into my TV, I can hear the game audio. You can hear the game audio. But I'm pretty sure that I would not be able to hear the party chat. You wouldn't be able to hear the party chat. I wouldn't be able to talk to my party. So it'd just be a huge fucking mess. And I don't know if this is 100% true. This is just based on the logic that I understand. I'd have to really like test this stuff out. This would be one of those things where I'd have to really test it out on a live stream. And if you guys wanted me to try it, and I could like test it out, and it might be a total fucking mess, but it might once and for all tell me the answers that I need, because I don't know. I've looked this stuff up on the internet. I'm not finding information that I want, like for the specific questions that I have. I find that happens a lot. Like, a lot of times my situation, like, I'll have very specific issues that I try to, like, look in on, like, Google or YouTube or Reddit, and I'm not getting specific answers. I have very specific issues that happen for my, not just gaming, but, like, any kind of phone or computer or internet things. Like, I feel like I always end up having very weird issues that no one else ever talks about. Like, it's like, am I the only one that, like, types this shit into Google or YouTube? Like, am I the only one that's having these problems? I have no idea. I don't know. I really don't. You got a subscriber, bro. Maybe. Maybe I do. I don't know. Yeah, 305. That's kind of nice. I can finally update that. Hey guys, what should I eat for breakfast? I don't know, it depends on what you have. What do you have in stock? I really have to take a piss though. Oh boy, I really do. There we go. So I updated that. 305. There we go. 30%. I'm 30% there. That's a long fucking way. Holy shit. Yeah, I really gotta take a piss though. This stream was a lot longer than I intended. I didn't mean for it to be this long. I do want to end this stream and start a game stream. So I think I'm gonna do that. So show of hands. How many of you guys are interested in a Sims 4 live stream after this? I will have to end this stream because I want it to be separate. I don't want to put a game stream in the middle of this stream. Like, I want this to be separate. So how many of you guys are interested in coming back in a few minutes for a separate game stream for Sims 4? It's pretty entertaining, I think. It's pretty entertaining. It's a funny game. It's a very funny game. I like playing it. I didn't think I would. I just sort of started playing it because it seemed like a relaxing, easy game to play live, but it's actually kind of addicting. It's kind of addicting, and it's very relaxing, and it's not too complicated. Yeah, so anybody is interested in that shit, yeah, I'll definitely do that, because this live stream was basically just a news article, and I already did that shit. And then I just kept talking forever because I talk too much. Yeah, so alright, well, I'm gonna end this stream now, and I'm gonna take a whiz, and I'd say in the next 5 minutes, I will have taken a whiz and I will have set up, because obviously I gotta make this whole thing and put it at the bottom here, and then I gotta change the green screen and make it the gameplay and shit like that. So that'll take a few minutes. I'm still not very experienced with that, so it might take me a few minutes to set that up. Alright, yeah, so thanks for watching this, and hopefully you guys liked the video. Hopefully you you know, click the thumbs up on it and stuff. Thumbs up are good. It helps. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Peace.